Hello from Foundation Field as the Hamilton Joes will take on the Xenia Scouts in Game 2 of today's, I guess, doubleheader you could say. Game 1 wrapped up just 30 minutes ago, started in the 5th inning, resuming from last Friday night in the postponement due to rain. But new ball game today. It's going to be a 7-inning game here between the Joes and the Scouts. Scouts are 2-1 against the Joes this season. Joes looking to even that up at 2 apiece after this game tonight. Let's take a look at your starting lineups. The Scouts will bat first, batting first and playing center field, Ben Weaver. Batting second in left field, Hogan Heck. Batting third and at first base, Abraham Garcia Pacheco. At the cleanup spot and DHing, Mike Archie. Batting fifth and at third base, Jackson Van Zee. Batting sixth and at right field, Cole Stedman. Batting seventh and behind the dish for the Scouts is Matt McNaney. Batting eighth and at second base, Kevin Schaaf. And batting ninth and rounding out the lineup for the Xenia Scouts is Caleb Barger. He'll be at shortstop. On the mound for the Hamilton Joes is going to be Sam Klein. Klein making his 4th start of the summer for the Hamilton Joes. 2-0 record. Has pitched 20 in the 3rd innings. Has only given up 1 run, 9 hits, struck out 29, and has allowed 3 walks. First pitch is in there outside for a ball. First pitch 7:36 on this Thursday evening. This time this is a chopper right back towards Klein. Klein will flip it underhand to Dietering at first base, and there's 1 out.
Good start there for Sam Klein on the hill. He's a strikeout pitcher. He can blow it by the guys. We'll see if he can do that on the hill once again today.
Yeah, his last outing he went 7 innings pitched against the Jazz, gave up no earned runs, allowed 5 hits, had 10 strikeouts in that one. He was GLSCL Pitcher of the Week a couple weeks ago. Definitely could have been Pitcher of the Week last week, but that went to his teammate Bryce Smith. The 1-0 fouled off out of play to Hogan Heck, the 2-hitter in the Scouts lineup, batting .348 for Xenia. The Scouts on a 3-game win streak after they got the win today against the Joes. So they are 7-9 on the season. Joes 9-8. Nice slider there in there for a strike, and the count's 1-2. Sam Klein averages just a little bit above a strikeout an inning. Looking to get his first here in the first. Another slider, but this one fouled out on the right side here at Foundation Field. Decent crowd on hand, as usual. Enjoying some baseball here in Hamilton. The 1-2 from Klein. In on the hands, did he go around? He didn't. Hogan Heck was able to stay put and not get the bat across. Count is now even at 2 apiece. Klein gets the call from Sammy Sass behind the dish for the Joes. Sets at the belt, fires home. This one inside and then fired out into left field. But right to the left fielder, Leighton Banjoff. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 outs. Abraham Garcia Pacheco will come up to the plate, batting from the right side. Let's take a look at your defense for the Hamilton Joes. In left field, you have Leighton Banjoff, Logan Castleman's out in center, Harry Jackson in right. And then in the infield from left to right, Garrett Staten, Braden Broom, Cole Becker, and Matt Dietering, and then Evan Ulrich is behind the dish, not Sammy Sass. Sammy Sass is DHing in today's game. First pitch to Garcia Pacheco is a ball. Pacheco batting .222 on the season. And Sam Klein plunks him straight on the back. And the first runner is aboard for the Scouts with 2 outs here in the top of the 1st inning. Not your usual pre-game warm-up if you're Sam Klein with only 30 minutes in between each game. I don't know if that really affects pitchers, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that is his first hit batter while he's pitched for the Joes this summer. So a runner on, that's Garcia Pacheco on first base, and now The cleanup hitter, Mike Archie, will come up to the plate. This one is high for a ball. Archie batting .313 for the Scouts. He is DHing for them tonight. A ball and no strikes. Klein from the stretch. This one is ripped into right field. It's going to get down. Fair ball all the way to the right field fence. And runners will advance all the way to third. That's Garcia Pacheco, and Mike Archie's in with a 2-out double. So Mike Archie continues his hot streak at the plate with a double there. Had a couple hits in the first game earlier today that was wrapped up. First 4 innings were played on Friday and then finished up here today, the last 5, and Joe's fell 6-0 in that one. Sam Klein doesn't usually get into tough situations, not much traffic on the base paths when he's on the mound, but runners on second and third for the Scouts here in the top of the first. Check swing, he went around. That's Jackson Van Zee who's up to the plate. Sam Klein out of Ball State. He was a JLSCL pitcher of the week a couple weeks ago. There's a 4-seam slider changeup. He's ahead in the count 0-1 to Van Zee. The 0-1 pitch on its way, swing and a miss. So Klein a strike away from escaping the jam and leaving those runners stranded on second and third. And getting the Joe's bats up to the plate for the first time tonight. No balls and 2 strikes to Van Zee. The pitch from Klein is in the turf. Ulrich keeps it in front. He actually squirts by the play at the plate, not in time. So I thought Ulrich kept it in front of him, but it kind of just squirted away. And a nice jump from Garcia Pacheco. He scores. And it's a 1-0 ball game. Archie advances to third. So a tough break there because the Joes had 2 strikes on Van Zee. And just a waste pitch from Klein trying to get Van Zee to chase. And Ulrich couldn't get it. Couldn't stop it in front of him. Now this one's a slider in on the hands, fouled off. The Joes are 9-8 entering today's game. They're actually tied for third, but behind the Richmond Jazz now because the Jazz have a better record head-to-head against the Joes. The 1-2 from Klein, fouled straight back. So Van Zee staying alive in his at-bat. Klein retired the first 2. And then the next 2, Garcia Pacheco reached on a hit by pitch, and then Mike Archie doubled down the right field line. Now the 1-2 to Van Zee is a slow chopper, third base line, and this one's going to trickle foul. So once again, Van Zee battling at the plate. Sam Klein's thrown 5 straight strikes. But Van Zee's battled 3 off. The count's 1-2 with 2 outs. The score's 1-0. Scouts on top. Klein trying to retire Van Zee. The pitch. Fouled off again. So pitch number 7 coming up. From Sam Klein to Van Zee, who is batting from the right side. Klein gets the call, delivers home, in on the hands, and another foul ball. This time past the Scouts' dugout on the first base line. So Sam Klein just can't retire Van Zee here. Can he here, though? It's a slider, popped up, and out of play again.
That's your windshield, call Frank's glass.
So another one coming here on this 1-2 count. It's going to be pitch number 10 coming up. The 1-2 in the turf. Ulrich keeps it in front. So now the count is 2-2. And pitch 11 is right around the corner. Quite the at-bat here from Jackson Van Zee. The 2-2 from Klein is a slider, just a tad high. And the count is full. Mike Archie leads off at third base. The Scouts have already plated one on the pass ball. The count is full with 2 outs. Klein's pitch is on its way, and it finally retires Jackson Van Zee swinging. That's the first strikeout of the night for Sam Klein. But the Scouts get one. It was Garcia Pacheco who came in to score on the ball that got away from Ulrich. We go to the bottom of the first. 1-0. Scouts lead here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
Time for the Joe's Bats to come up to the plate for the first time here in Game 2. They trail 1-0. On the mound for the Scouts is Jesus Munguia. Munguia is 0 for 1, has a 3.37 ERA, making his third start for the Scouts, his fourth appearance. He's gone 13 1/3 innings. He's gave up 5 runs, 14 hits, 8 strikeouts, 6 walks. Logan Castleman will start things for the Joes here in the bottom of the first. He looks at a strike and then fouls one down towards the Joes dugout for strike 2.
We talked to Ryan Finnerty in between these games. He said the Bats just got to wake up. You got to provide the pitching with some help here. And Logan Castleman was a guy who was pretty good in that first game. 2 hits, but it's going to take more than just him for the Joes to put some runs across.
The 0-2 is a curler that curls way outside for a ball. So the count's 1-2 to Castleman. Batting second and playing right field is Harry Jackson. Batting third is Cole Becker. He's at second base. Sammy Sass will be DHing in the cleanup spot for the Joes. This one dives low and out for a ball. The count's even at 2. Batting fifth and in left field is Leighton Banjoff. Batting sixth and at first base is Matt Dietering. Batting seventh and at shortstop, Braden Broom. Batting eighth and at third base, Garrett Staten. And batting ninth and catching is Evan Ulrich. This one popped up straight back, but this one's going to get into the seats, or parking lot actually, for a foul ball. The count remains 2-2. Castleman had 2 at-bats today when the game started in the 5th inning, and he singled and doubled in those at-bats. Count is 2-2 to Logan Castleman. Jesus Munguia out of the windup for the Scouts. Delivers home. This one is shot right back to center field. This one is going to be tracked down by Ben Weaver. It was hit hard, but right at Weaver, who had to take a couple steps back to make the catch for out number 1. So now Harry Jackson will come up to the plate. He's the only guy that's batting over 300 on the team. But he's not even batting in the 300s. He's batting the 400s at 457. All of them singles for Harry. He swings and misses there from the first pitch offering from Mungia. It counts 0-1. The windup, the pitch, ground ball, third base side, foul. So Harry Jackson's going to have to battle now with 2 strikes on him. Cole Becker on deck, who's batting 184 on the summer for the Joes. The 0-2 from Mungia. This one's in the turf for a ball. Waste pitch there, try to get Harry Jackson to chase, but Jackson with good plate discipline. So hold off on that 0-2 pitch. Mungia will pause and retie his shoes on the bump. Fully turf infield here at Foundation Field. The grass, outfield is grass. This one runs in. Almost got a piece of Harry Jackson's jersey, but he evades the ball. It counts 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. It's a curveball, and Harry Jackson swings all over it and misses. That one had a lot of hang on it, but Jackson couldn't get a piece of it. He's retired, and there's 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, just based off what we've seen from McGee in these first couple batters, his curveball looks really enticing to hit. It just seems to sit right in front of you, but so far both Logan Castleman and Harry Jackson haven't been able to connect with it.
There's a nice pitch there. Slider this time in there for a strike. Counts 0-1 to Cole Becker. Becker playing second base tonight for the Joes. Will square to bunt. Will lay one down. It's popped up and foul as Matt McNaney, the catcher for the Scouts, try to make a diving attempt, but well short.
More of a belly flop, I think.
Yeah, Cole Becker tried to bunt at that one, but that one was going to be a ball if he pulled it back. It was well inside. Third baseman Jackson Van Zee is playing way back, so a good bunt on the third base line, and you're going to get in there with an easy infield single. The 0-2 pitch, ground ball left side to Cole Barker. Barker fields, fires to first, not in time, and it pops out of the mitt of Garcia Pacheco, and I think that's going to be a hit because I believe Becker was going to beat it out if it was not popped out of the mitt. So it'll be a base hit, first hit of the day for Cole Becker and the Joes. And they'll see if they can get a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the first inning after they gave up 1 in the top half of the first. Sammy Sass will come up to the plate. He's batting .294 for the Joes. He hit a home run a couple nights ago in Cincinnati and almost hit another one yesterday. He hits this one hard to right field, but right at the right fielder, Stedman. He makes the catch. So fly out to right field to end things here in the first. Cole Becker gets a hit, the first hit for the Joes tonight in this Game 2 matchup between the Scouts and Joes, but can't do anything with it. We go to the second inning. Scouts 1, Joes nothing here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages.
Back here at Foundation Field, Joes trail 1-0 to the Xenia Scouts. Leading off to start the second inning for the Scouts is Cole Stedman. He's batting .255 on the season. Sam Klein's first pitch to Stedman misses high and outside for a ball. Joe's 9-8 on the season, 7-4 at home. Swing and a miss there. Counts 1-1. If they were able to win last night in that 12-inning thriller, they would have been a game out of first place, but instead they lost last night and then lost the game today that was resumed in the 5th inning from Friday night. So now 9-8 record as of right now. Count is 1-2 to Cole Stedman. The pitch from Klein, swing and a miss. Klein gets strikeout number 2 of the day. And that's the first out here in the top of the second.
Yeah, nice pitch that just dove low from Klein, and he gets Stedman to go fish for it. He misses. That's the first out of the inning.
Now Matt McNaney will come up to the plate. He's catching for the Scouts this evening out of Trinity University. Klein's first pitch right down the heart of the plate, strike 1. McNaney from Los Ranchos, New Mexico. Only guy from New Mexico on this roster for the Scouts. He pops this one up, shallow right field. Becker calling off the right fielder Jackson will make the catch for out number 1, or 2 rather, here in the second inning. So 2 quick outs for Sam Klein on the rubber. After he retired the first 2 in the first inning, but then hit a man and then allowed a double from Mike Archie. And then a pass ball. Scored Pacheco. First pitch to Kevin Schaaf is foul. Sam Klein making his 4th start of the season as a 0.44 ERA for the Joes. But that's gone up just a little bit after the earned run in the first. He's 2-0 on the season. The 0-1 dives at the knees for a strike. 0-2 the count now. Klein had a good outing against the Jazz. Went 7 innings. Did not give up a run, and then the bullpen for the Joes kind of blew it when the Jazz came back and won that one 6-2. 0-2 up high. That pops out of the mid of Ulrich. 1-2 the count now to Kevin Schaaf. Schaaf out of Shawnee State University. Hometown right here in the state of Ohio in Springboro. The 1-2. Strike 3 looking. Sam Klein gets his 3rd strikeout of the night and ends the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second. 4, 5, 6 hitters, or 5, 6, 7 hitters rather, due up for the Joes when we come back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008. If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can...
Leighton Banjoff will lead things off for the Joes here in the bottom of the second. Banjoff batting .250 on the season for the Joes. Had a hot start, but has been quiet a little bit past couple games. That one runs inside for a ball. Banjoff played his spring ball at Nebraska. Now has came here to Hamilton to play this summer. This one fouled straight back and over our heads and over the press box. Counts now 1-1. The Joes coming into today's game, a team average of .252, which is 9th out of 14 teams in the GLSCL. Pitch from Mungia. That one way outside. For a ball, a count 2-1 to Banjoff. Scouts in their dark blue, navy blue, you could say. Uniforms, gray pants. Joe's in their all whites tonight. Counts now 3-1 to Banjoff. Trying to reach to lead things off here in the bottom of the second. Pitch from Mungia. Strike 2. Caught the outside corner. Banjoff was a step towards first base. Thought he might have had a walk there, but the count is full now. Mungia shakes off McNaney twice. Now gets the call. Fires home. It's a curveball, and Banjoff is fooled as he was way ahead of that one. And Mungia battles back after being down in the count 3-1. He throws back-to-back strikes to retire Leighton Banjoff.
Yeah, Banjoff, another victim of that curveball. He was out in front of that one, as you mentioned. It is just significantly slower than all the other pitches he throws, and it's just thrown off the timing of these Joe's batters in the box today.
Matt Dietering watches the ball dive low. Dietering batting .250 on the season. That's from the left side. And that one just outside again. Ball 2. Dietering will be playing at Toledo next spring. Mungia out of the windup. Outside ball 3. Let's see if he can battle back in the count after he did so against Leighton Banjoff. 3-0 the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Joe's trail 1-0. The pitch, swing and a miss. Banjoff got the Dietering got the green light on the 3-0 and was way ahead of that one. Counts now 3-1. Pitch from Mungia. Outside. Ball 4. 5-pitch walk for Matt Dietering. Lyle Travis calling balls and strikes this evening. And Tony Thornsberg is out in the field. So Dietering is aboard with the 1-out walk. And now Braden Broom will come up to the plate. Broom batting .283 this season. Trying to get something going here for the Joes bats. Mungia out of the stretch. Sends one home right down the middle, strike 1. Garrett Staten is on deck for the Joes. Counts 0-1 count now to Braden Broom. The pitch is inside, and Broom with a hefty cut, but misses all of it. Counts 0-2. Mungia's done a really good job at keeping the Joes bats uncomfortable inside the batter's box. Let's see what he goes with here on the 0-2. And that hits Braden Broom. Right on the shoulder, it appeared, or elbow area. Doesn't look like he's shaken up. He'll trot over to first, and runners on first and second via a walk and hit by pitch. And now Garrett Staten has an opportunity to tie it up with a base hit. Staten is batting .278 for the Joes this summer. He has 5 RBIs as well in the season. Looking to add to that total here as he watches one at the letters go by for a ball. First and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Mungia Sends one home. That one at the knees, strike one. So the count is 1 ball and a strike to Garrett Staten. Munguia looks over at second. Dietering leads off over there. The pitch up high, ball 2. Staten, the sophomore out of Sanford. Hometown is Gainesville, Georgia. Did not play this past year for the Bulldogs, but has had quite a lot of at-bats this summer. Swings that one way inside. It's foul tipped into the glove of McNaney. So now the count's 2-2. With one out here, with runners on first and second for the Joes. Evan Ulrich on deck for Hamilton. Munguia's going to go check on the runner, but no throw as no one was guarding second base. Dietering's over there at second. So he's going to have to make sure he gets a good secondary lead in case of a base hit to try to score from second base to home. The 2-2. It's a nice breaking ball again, and it fools another Joe's batter, and Staten strikes out swinging.
Yeah, they just can't seem to figure that pitch out. The location, the timing, it's fooling the Joes right now. They're going to have to make the adjustment. We'll see if they're able to figure it out the second time they come back through the lineup. This is the 9-hitter Evan Ulrich at the plate.
Ulrich batting a $182 for the Joes. And he calls time before the pitch was thrown after Jesus Munguia waited a while and had a long pause when he came set on the rubber. Joe's trying to avoid losing both games today, the Scouts, and avoid going down to a 500 record at 9-9. Nice change up there. That freezes Ulrich for a second. Counts 0-1 to Evan. Dietering's at second. Braden Broom's at first. Munguia looks over at second a couple times and now fires home. Strike 2 called at the knees. Ulrich disagrees. Now he's going to have to battle. No balls and 2 strikes to Evan Ulrich. Munguia sets, fires home. It's another breaking ball, and this time a Joe's batter is able to get a piece of that breaking ball. Ulrich fouls it off, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, even though he got a piece, he looked really uncomfortable in that swing, just kind of reached out at it. So Joe's still are yet to square one of those up.
See if Ulrich can have a clutched 2-strike, 2-out base hit here. The pitch is ripped into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Dietering is around third. He'll score easily. Heading over to third is Braden Broom, and it's an RBI single for Garrett Staten. Or not Garrett Staten, for Evan Ulrich. Ulrich delivers with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Hit one hard into the outfield for a base hit, and now runners are on the corners with 1 out, or 2 outs. And we are all tied up at 1 now after that RBI single from Ulrich. Top of the order now for the Joes. Logan Castleman. And that one misses high. Looked good, but just a little over the strike zone for a ball. Castleman flew out to center. In the bottom of the first, he hit one hard, but right at the center fielder, Ben Weaver. The pitch is lined down the left field line. Fair ball! That will score Broom from third. Rounding second, heading to third is Evan Ulrich. He's going to get the stop sign, and Logan Castleman is into second with a 2-out double.
Another clutch hit from Castleman, and yeah, he is back in case we haven't already confirmed that.
Yeah.
3 hits on the day over the course of the first 7 innings played. What a night for him.
Back-to-back hits for the Joes have scored 2 runs, and they retake the lead. Their first lead of the game for the Joes, and first lead they've had all day. After they lost game 1 6-0, yet they did trail 3-0 entering the 5th inning, and Joe's offense just couldn't get anything going in the last 4 innings or 5 innings of that game that was resumed earlier today. Ground ball left side, and this one is botched. This will score another run. Ulrich is in, and it's a E6 over there at short by Cole Barger. So Ulrich was the man who came in to score. Looked like it was just going to be a routine ground ball. Becker hit it hard, though, and Barger couldn't field it cleanly. And now the lead is now 3-1 for the Joes. And they have runners on first and third with 2 outs. For Harry Jackson as he hits this one to Barger. Barger this time will just flip over to second. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Joes score 3 in the inning, though, off of 2 hits from Ulrich and Castleman, both of them getting RBIs in their hits. And we go to the 3rd inning. Joes lead 3-1 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
You can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati, or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Becker at Foundation Field. That was actually Becker who grounded out to shortstop. Harry Jackson was the man who reached on the air. So just wanted to fix that. Joe's lead 3-1 though after that 3-run inning. All of the runs came on 2 outs as well. And now the 9-hitter for the Scouts, Caleb Barger, will come up to the plate. He had that big air in just the top half of the inning that scored a run for the Joes. Counts 0-1. Sam Klein back on the mound. Fires this one low for a ball. Top of the 3rd inning. Caleb Barger playing shortstop for the Scouts, batting 143 on the season. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Sam Klein eyeing his 4th strikeout of the night. He had 10 the other day when he pitched against the Jazz when he went 7 innings. He comes set below the belt, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. They get Caleb Barger. Ulrich will fire to first as he dropped it, and then Matt Dietering will catch it over that first to confirm the first out of the inning. So 1 out now here in the top of the 3rd. This is a 7-inning game for everyone listening. Top of the order now for the Scouts, Ben Weaver. As that one's across the heart of the plate for a strike. Popped out of Ulrich's mitt. Seen a couple of those from Ulrich today. Usually uncharacteristic, usually really good behind the dish. Fly ball left field, but right at Banjoff. Doesn't have to go too far. And that's the second out of the inning.
Left fielder, Hogan Heck.
So now the two-hitter, Hogan Heck, will come up to the plate, batting .348 for the Scouts. He hit one to left field and flew out to left field in his last at-bat in the first inning. First pitch from Klein in there on the outside corner, strike one. Klein retired the first two guys in the top of the first and then hit Garcia Pacheco, who's on deck right now, and then Mike Archie doubled down the right field line. Nice slider there. Catches the inside corner. And Hogan Heck is in a hole, down 0-2 in the count.
Klein's retired 6 in a row since giving up that double.
Klein looking for strikeout number 5. This one lined foul down the right side. No balls and 2 strikes here on this Thursday evening. A couple wispy clouds out in the distance. The 0-2 pitch from Klein, swung on and missed. Klein gets another strikeout, his 5th in the night. He strikes out 2 in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Joe's lead 3-1 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospital.
3-1 the score. Joe's on top here from Foundation Field. Sammy Sass will lead things off for the Joes. The Joes got 8 guys up to the plate in the second inning. Scored 3 runs out of it. Now Sammy Sass will lead things off here in the bottom of the third as he watches the ball outside. Sass flew out to right field to end things in the first. Hit it hard, but right at the right fielder. Hefty cut there. Went golfing at that low pitch, and the count's 1-1.
That was a Happy Gilmore golf swing.
Looked like he was trying to put out his second home run of the season. This one inside, and it looked like it might have hit Sass, but it did not. It clipped off the mid of McNaney instead. Sammy Sass has a pretty low stance when he's up to the plate. The pitch, another big cut. Sass looking to put another run on the board on one swing, but misses the ball there. Count is 2-2. Sammy Sass had 12 home runs for Wright State. Already has 1 this summer for the Joes. Watches a ball that is just at the numbers for a ball. Count runs full now to Sass. Jesus Munguia delivers home. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Sass flipped his bat to the dugout. Was trotting to first, but Lyle Travis called it strike 3, rung him up on the outside corner. It was really close. Sass does not agree at all. There's 1 out of the inning for Leighton Banjoff. Looks at a ball. Guess that one, it was either outside or a bit high to Banjoff. Layton skies this one out to deep left field. Hogan Heck is underneath it, makes the catch for the second out of the bottom of the third inning. So now Matt Dietering will come up to the plate, batting from the left side. He walked in the last inning in the second, and then he came around to score for the first Joe's run of the game. Then the Joes were able to get 2 more later in the last inning. That's how they lead 3-1 off the RBI double from Castleman, RBI single from Ulrich. This one sent out into shallow left field, and it gets down for a base hit, and then by the left fielder Hogan Heck. The throw to second is not in time. Matt Dietering is in there with a single, and then an E7 out there in left field.
The shortstop, Braden Broom.
So a runner in scoring position now after the Dietering single and then the air from Hogan Heck in left field. That's just a tough play for Heck. You're not sure if you try to make a diving play at it or just take it on the one hop. And he decided to take it on the one hop, but he was too close to really field it cleanly, and it scooted by him about 4 or 5 feet or so.
Yeah, I think he was kind of in the same dilemma that you were talking about, Sam, but I think he kind of was in the middle of both of those, and that resulted in him kind of being in no man's land, and so he missed it. Dietering advanced to second. It was still a close play over there. He had to slide, but he's able to get into scoring position.
Not going to lie, I thought he might have been out. And this
I would have to agree
Braden
with
Broom
you.
again. Braden Broom is hit by a pitch for the second time now in his second at-bat. So he'll trot back to first base like he did in the last inning. Now runners are on first and second with 2 outs for Garrett Staten. So Braden Broom is a ball magnet at the plate today. Garrett Staten struck out swinging in the second. Trying to get a piece of the ball here. First pitch from Munguia. Sails high. 1-0. Joe's trying to extend their lead here in the third. With 2 outs, the count's 1-0. Dietering is on second. And Braden Broom leads off at first for Hamilton. Munguia from the stretch has the baseball in his right hand on his thigh. And now comes set at the belt. And this one's a curler for a strike. A nice, I don't know if it's a slider or a curveball, but whatever it is, has a lot of movement, a lot of break. Not super fast. Obviously, it's a breaking ball, but it's been fooling the Joe's batters tonight. Counts now 1-1 to Staten. Pitch from Munguia. He goes right back to that off-speed pitch, but this time can't get it to break enough. It's up high for ball 2.
Yeah, that's an interesting pitch from Munguia. It's noticeably slower than probably pretty much every pitch we've seen all season from opposing pitchers, but it's working tonight.
He goes with the fastball here, hitting to right field. On the move towards the right field line is Stedman. He'll make the catch for the third out of the inning. So the Joes strand runners on first and second, but they still hold on to a 3-1 lead over the Xenia Scouts. We go to the fourth. Remember, only a 7-inning game, so not much more baseball to be played yet. We're about halfway through here from Foundation Field on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
Abraham Garcia Pacheco will lead things off for the Scouts as they trail 3-1 in this game. First pitch from Klein, inside, almost hit Pacheco. We've already seen one ball get away from Klein and plunk a Scout batter. That was to Pacheco back in the first inning. The 1-0, swing and a miss. We saw Braden Broom get hit twice in his 2 at-bats in today's game. Pacheco almost did the same in this at-bat. Counts 1-1. Klein's pitch, slider, and it got a piece, or it did not, I guess. Or they're saying he leaned into it. Interesting call there from Lyle Travis. It was a slider that was inside to Pacheco, and Pacheco, according to Lyle Travis, leaned into it. So instead of a hit by pitch, it's going to be called a strike. And the third base coach for the Scouts is chatting a little bit with Travis. So interesting call there. So now the count's 1-2 to Abraham. Pacheco's batting .222 on the season for Xenia. He is the only guy that scored the run for the Scouts. He was hit by a pitch. He lines this one into center field, and Castleman can't get to it. He'll play it down a hop, and it's a leadoff single to start the 4th for the Scouts. So now Mike Archie will come up to the plate, the cleanup hitter in the lineup. He doubled. He had a flare down the right field line. And then he ended up being stranded on third base at the end of the first inning. That's the second hit given up from Klein tonight. Pitch to Archie is in there for a strike. On the count to Mike Archie. Had a couple hits early in the first game today. This one in the turf, good block there from Ulrich to hold that runner at first base. Archie, a freshman out of Miles College. Hometown is Birmingham, Alabama. Klein pauses, fires, fouled straight back. Archie was the 14th ranked outfielder in the class of 2020 in the state of Alabama. Alabama high school as a whole is just really good. Football, Nick Saban gets all those guys. Klein will check on the runner, not in time. So if you're the 14th ranked outfielder, you have a lot of talent. Archie doubled already in today's game. This one hops, and Ulrich can't get to it. That was about 2 or 3 feet in front of home plate when it hit into the turf. Got away from Klein there. It's going to be a wild pitch. A runner advances to second base, so runner in scoring position for the Scouts with nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Trying to come closer as the Joes lead by 2 runs. The 2-2, ring him up. Klein gets Archie looking down on strikes. That's Klein's 6th K of the day. And like you heard our PA announcer, the beer batter up to the plate It was Jackson Van Zee, who is the first casualty of the strikeout today. Yet now he's the beer batter for the rest of the night. Struck out looking to end the first inning. Klein will step off. No one over there at second. From the Joe's middle infielders, Braden Broom and Cole Becker. First pitch to Van Zee, outside corner, strike one. Van Zee had a hot start to the season, but his average has now dipped under 300 at 275, which is still a good average. No ball and a strike to Jackson Van Zee. Klein fires home. It's a slider that dives low for a ball. Only 3 pitches in Sam Klein's arsenal. 4-seam slider, changeup. We've talked to him a couple times this summer. He's talked about how he wants to start at Ball State next spring. That one just outside, off the outside half of the plate for a ball. Klein pitched a couple games at Ball State this past year, but all of them were in relief. Did not get a single start for the Cardinals. But he's been magnificent thus far for the Joes this summer. But struggling is, and there's another one that bounces in front of the plate. Counts 3-1.
Yeah, the coaching staff thinks that Klein will be able to really do a lot for the Cardinals in Muncie and maybe even develop into an ace for them as soon as maybe next year. They're really excited about what this guy brings, and he's been fantastic this year for the Joes.
Sam Klein, though, is down in the count 3-1 to Jackson Van Zee. Gets the call from Ulrich behind the dish, comes set below the belt. Looks a couple times over at second. High kick, fire home, strike 2 on the inside corner, and the count runs full. Sam Klein looking for strikeout number 7. He's set on the rubber and will step off. As Garcia Pacheco was kind of hopping back and forth between second and third. Cole Becker will move from the second base spot to maybe keep the runner closer and not give him a really good jump if he tries to steal. Ground ball to Staten at third. Staten fires to first, and it's in the turf, and Dietering couldn't pick it off the turf. Around third, heading to home. There's not going to even be a throw. And it's a 3-2 game. So Staten did not have enough juice on his throw over to Dietering at first. And Dietering was unable to scoop it off the turf. It's going to be an E5. And a runner comes across. Van Zee advances his second off the errant throw as well. So a base hit, and we could be tied here in a couple short moments. Stedman fouls one off into the parking lot. He struck out in the second inning for the Scouts. One out here in the top of the fourth. Joes lead 3-2. Klein's pitch, high and out for a ball. Seven-inning game today. Van Zee's over at second, represents the tying run for the Scouts. The 1-1 fouled off again into the parking lot. Errors have been a common theme for the Joes this summer. They are around third to last in errors this season out in the field. Sam Klein trying to limit the damage done already from the Scouts' bats in this inning. Already scored 1. The pitch fouled off. Same spot again into the parking lot. So Got to be careful where you park here at Foundation Field. Always in foul ball territory. The parking lot on the left side. 1-2 the count to Stedman. Klein's pitch. Fouled straight back once again. From Stedman. He stays alive. Count remains 1-2 with 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th. Matt McNaney is on deck for the Scouts. Klein's pitch rifled into left field. This one's going to get out of play around the batting cages and bullpen. Down the deep left side here at Foundation Field where the Joes are. Lights are on here at Foundation Field as the sun will slowly set here in Hamilton. The 1-2 again from Klein. Upstairs, ball 2. Couple claps urging on Sam Klein here from the fans at Foundation Field. Klein shakes off Ulrich, now gets the call. Fires home. Swing and a miss, but fouled, tipped, and out of the glove of Ulrich. Ulrich couldn't squeeze that one. He almost had it. Instead of strikeout number 6, we'll have to do it again. The count's 2-2. The 2-2 from Klein in the turf. Ball 3.
It's the second long at bat we've seen against Sam Klein. Pitch 10 coming up. He's got to be a little more efficient if he wants to go as deep in this game as he has in his past couple outings.
Second at bat where we've seen a Scout batter work 10 or more pitches against Klein, and the 10th pitch is outside. Ball 4. So now runners on first and second with 1 out for the Xenia Scouts, and now Matt McNaney will come up to the plate. He popped out to second base in his last at bat in the second inning. Ryan Finnerty will come out of the dugout and go chat with Klein on the mound. As the Joes hold on to a 1-run lead. 1 run already came across for the Scouts in this inning. Abraham Garcia Pacheco has scored both the runs for the Scouts tonight, but he singled to lead things off and then came around to score off the E6 from Garrett Staten. I don't think Staten's played very much at third base this season.
Yeah, he's mostly been a middle infielder for the Joes, but they moved him over. But you mentioned earlier how much of a problem the errors have been, and the coaching staff has really just shuffled those infielders all over the place. We've seen a lot of guys at first base, Dienering, Banjoff, and then we've seen, Broom, Becker, Staten, Enriquez, all kinds of guys on the left side of the infield.
First pitch delivery to McNaney is scooped off the turf from Ulrich. Count's now 1-0. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. First and second for the Scouts. The pitch catches the piece to the strike zone. Counts 1-1. One ball and a strike to McNaney. And this one is bouncing in the turf. Ulrich able to keep it pretty much in front of him as it scooted by him about a couple feet or so. But runners hold on first and second. Van Zie's over there at second. He reached on an air, and Stedman's on first. He reached on a walk. Counts 2-1 to McNaney. No one warming up in the Joes' pen. The pitch from Klein. Skied and out of play into the softball field next door. So Klein a strike away from getting the second out of the inning and potentially his 6th strikeout of the night. The 2-2 on its way. That one is a ball as it was low and outside. And once again, for the second straight batter, the count's full. Big pitch here. The payoff. Not just yet. As Klein checked on second base. 3-2 the count, 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Scouts. The payoff pitch. Ground ball, foul. Right into the Joes dugout. Ryan Finnerty out to give new balls to Lyle Travis. Sam Klein lasered in onto the signals from Evan Ulrich. Shakes off one and gets his second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big 3-2 pitch there from Sam Klein. He strikes out McNaney. And he has his 6th K of the night.
Yeah, that was big to not walk the bases loaded after he struggled a little bit with Cole Steadman. Wasn't able to win the marathon battle at the plate. Big full count strikeout there from Sam Klein.
Now Kevin Schaff will come up to the plate. He struck out looking in his first at bat and watches a ball outside there. Schaff is the 6th man to bat in this inning for the Scouts. The 1-0 chopped to the third base coach and over his arms and foul. And now the count's 1-1 to Kevin Schaff. Schaff out of Shawnee State University. Sophomore there. The 1-1 from Klein. Swung on and missed. So Klein a strike away from stranding those runners on first and second. Schaff only batting .200 on the season for the Scouts. He'll step out of the box momentarily and will step right back in. Klein comes set. The 1-2. Fly ball. Right to Dietering at first. Dietering doesn't have to move very far. And he gets the 3rd out of the inning. So Sam Klein gives up a run in this 4th inning. It was off the air from Garrett Staten. But he leaves runners stranded on first and second. And the Joes still hold on to a 3-2 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th here in Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with
Evan Ulrich will lead things off for the Joes here in the bottom of the 4th. Joes gave up a run in the top half of the inning, but still lead 3-2. Ulrich, the 9-hitter in the lineup, singled. Had an RBI in that single. With 2 outs, he had 2 strikes on him as well. And he poked one out into right center field for a base knock. 1-0 from Mungia. Scoops off the turf for ball 2. Ulrich played his ball at Ohio State this past season. In the transfer portal, though, right now. He lines this one straight back to where it came from. Out into right center field again. Another base hit for Evan Ulrich. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Top of the order now for the Joes. Logan Castleman up to the plate. Castleman 1 for 2 on the day, had an RBI double his last at bat. There's the curveball that from Munguia that's been pretty successful there, but inside for a ball on that offering. So now the count's 1-0 to Logan. And Ulrich is caught. He's going to be in a pickle here. They'll throw to first, and he's going to be out. So a leadoff single. It's pretty much a race now, as Ulrich was caught, as he was probably going to be running on the pitch. That's the first out of the inning. So nobody out now for the top of the order. Logan Castleman. The count's 1-0. The pitch on its way. Nice curveball for a strike. The count's 1-1. Joes have 5 hits today to the Xenia Scouts 2. Pitch from Munguia way outside. Ball 2 now. Counts 2-1 to Logan. The 2-1. Low and in. Ball 3. Harry Jackson on deck for the Joes. He's 0 for 2 on the day. The 3-1 from Munguia. Fouled off. Count runs full now. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. This is the only home game this week for the Joes. They'll be taking on the Marlins and Bison on the road on Friday, Saturday. Then Sunday they'll be at Florence at Y'all's Ballpark. Ground ball third base to Van Zee. Van Zee fields and throws to first for out number 2. Now Harry Jackson will come up to the plate. 0 for 2 on his day. Out of Lourdes University. Harry's been a hit machine for the Joes this summer. That one catches a piece of the outside half of the plate. Looks like maybe he's an inch or 2 outside. But instead the count's 0-1 to Harry. Inside, ball 1. Jackson hasn't had a double this season. All of them are singles. The 1-1. Curveball breaks right into the strike zone for a strike. And once again, Harry not a big fan of that call, nor are the fans. Counts 1-2. Swing and a miss. Jackson down on strikes. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. Jackson's saying a couple words to Travis, but will walk back to the dugout very slowly, and that will end the 4th inning. Couple questionable calls from Lyle Travis, who's calling balls and strikes this evening. We go to the 5th inning. Joe still lead 3-2 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember.
3-2 the score as we enter the 5th inning in this 7-inning game tonight. The 9-hitter for the Scouts, Caleb Barger, will lead things off. Klein back on the mound, misses high there. The 1-0. Inside, ooh, called strike. Now the count's 1-1. The 1-1 from Klein, fouled off and out of play. So now Klein, a strike away from strikeout number 7. Or 8, rather. He already has 7. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Sam Klein. So he retires the first man to come up to the plate here in the 5th. And now top of the order for the Scouts with 1 out.
Yeah, Klein is just a strikeout machine anytime he comes to the mound. He's given up more earned runs today than he's probably used to, but nonetheless, he still does what he does best, and that's striking out batters.
First pitch to Ben Weaver is outside for a ball. Sam Klein making his 4th start tonight. He went 5 1/3 in his first start. This one is ripped hard into center field. Castleman sliding grab or diving grab is off his mitt. And it's a base hit for Ben Weaver. Castleman dove straight at us, but missed it. Kept it in front though, holding Weaver to a single. So Klein went 5 1/3 in his first outing. 8 innings against the Steam on the 10th, and then 7 innings on the 17th in his last outing against the Jazz. Ground ball, this could be 2. Flip to a second for 1, to first for 2. It's a 6-4-3 double play. Broom to Becker to Dietering. And it's a 6-4-3 inning ending double play. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Joe still lead 3-2 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Mott's Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedic.
3-2 the lead for the Hamilton Joes. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here from Foundation Field. Just a reminder that this game is only going to be 7 innings long. Cole Becker will lead things off for the Joes. Becker is 1 for 2. He singled back in the first inning. Jesus Munguia. First pitch to Becker is barely foul. Becker able to just get a piece of that one. Munguia came into today's game with a 3.37 ERA, making his 3rd start for the Scouts this summer. The 0-1 curls low for a ball. Jesus Munguia out of Vanguard University. This one hit hard right up the middle, but nice play by Schaaf over at second to cut it off before it went in the outfield and gunned down Becker as he was racing down the first base line.
Yeah, good reaction by Schaaf over there at second. It ricocheted off the side of the mound, and that kind of changed the angle of where it was headed, but he was able to react and make the play. So Becker's retired. Sammy Sass, who's 0 for 2 in this game, is back at the plate now.
Munguia is one of 3 guys on this Scouts team from California. Sammy Sass will step into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2 on the day, so he's looking for his first hit. This one lined hard, foul, right into the Joes bench area where all the guys in the bullpen are sitting. One hopped him over there.
Still caused a number of flinches.
Yeah, that was a hanger in the strike zone. Sass was all over it, but too far in front. Counts 1-1 now to Sass. He'll line this one again. This time further left into a car. Man, if Sass can just wait like a split second on those curveballs, he could be putting one over the fence in left field. But instead he's going to have to battle the 1-2 pitch. Up high, ball 2. 2-2 the count to Sammy Sass. He struck out looking back in the third. The pitch and the turf, ball 3. Count is full now to Sass out of Wright State. Had a really successful season for the Raiders as a COVID freshman. 3-2 and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And Sass is going to call time and step out of the batter's box as Munguia was paused on the mound. This time out of the windup. The pitch on its way. Ground ball over to shortstop Barger. Barger fields, throws to first, and it makes Pacheco go off the bag. A bad throw, and it's going to be an E6. Barger's second error of the day. The first error cost the Scouts a run. And that's the difference right now. Joes lead 3-2. See if the Joes can make them pay again after that error. Leighton Banjoff will step up to the plate, batting from the right side. Pitch from Munguia is lined right back to second base. They're going to try to double up Sass, but Sass is back in time as he slid head first. Banjoff got a good piece of that one, but right at the second baseman, Schaaf. And there's 2 outs now in the inning.
Yeah, that one was connected with pretty good by Banjoff, but he's fallen into a bit of a slump, and sometimes when you're in times like that, you can't find a hole. That's exactly what happened there. He hits it right at the second baseman, Schaaf.
Munguia will check on the Sass over there at first, but Sass maybe was like a foot or 2 off the bag. Dietering up to the plate. 1 for 1. He's reached base in both his at-bats. He walked and singled. This one a changeup. Strike 1. Caught a piece of the outside corner. Dietering has the power to hit one out. We've seen a couple hanging breaking balls from Munguia. Right there we saw one. But Dietering watched it go by. Now he's down in the count 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Matt Dietering. Sass is leading off at first base. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. They go back to that curveball, and Dietering was fooled. And he strikes out to end the inning. We go to the 6th. The Joes clinging on to a 1-run lead over the Scouts. You listen to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Orthopedics and sports medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located
Sam
in
Klein's
Hamilton
day
that
is
provides
done.
a vast
He goes
selection of
5
the best
innings.
craft beers the region has to offer.
He gave up 2 runs. Not
They
sure.
also offer a great selection of food
I know-
options
one
from
of them is
appetizers
earned. I
to
don't know if
entrees,
the
so
other
if you
one
just
is
need a
'cause of
snack
the
while
error
you
in that- later in
socialize
that
or
inning
want to
when
enjoy
Garcia Pacheco
lunch or
came in to
dinner,
score.
they have something that will
So
hit
2
the
runs,
spot.
we'll call it 1
Go
earned.
online and
3
order
hits,
at
8 strikeouts, and a walk
hamilton.thecasualpint.com
from Sam
or
Klein
go to
tonight.
their location located
the
on
pitch for the
130
Joes is
Riverfront
Bryce Smith.
Plaza. That is 130
Smith has been-
Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio.
Oh, we have the ads playing. So Sam Klein's day is over. He goes 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts, and a walk. Bryce Smith will come in to pitch for the Hamilton Joes. Smith has been really good on the bump. He was GLSCL Pitcher of the Week this past week for the Joes. Second time a Joes pitcher has been awarded that in just the 2 weeks it's been awarded.
Yeah, this Joe's staff has been so good early in this season. And if the bats are able to find their groove, this could really be a dangerous team in the second half.
You got to think that Sam Klein's pitch count was pretty high because he had 2 at-bats where pitch count was 10-plus pitches in that at-bat.
Yeah, Klein didn't have his usual efficiency on the mound. I don't think he had his best stuff tonight, but still stat-wise a great outing from him, so he won't be too disappointed with it, I don't think.
First 2 pitches from Smith are both balls. Smith making his 7th appearance this year. He has a 0.90 ERA. Ground ball to third base. Staten fields it on a hop. Long throw across the diamond to first. This time it hits Dietering right in the mitt. No need to scoop it at all. And there's 1 out.
Designated hitter, Mike Archie.
So 1 out now here in the top of the 6th. Remember, only a 7-inning game today, so Scouts are down their last 4 outs. Or 5 outs. Mike Archie will come up to the plate. 1 for 2 on his day. He had 1 of the 3 hits allowed from Sam Klein. Swings at that one, foul. Bryce Smith is a pitch for contact pitcher. Doesn't have many strikeouts, only 8 strikeouts in the 20 innings he's pitched. The 0-1, outside for a ball. Sam Klein now has the best ERA in the league, as well as the most strikeouts in the GLSCL. Strike looking there from Archie as he watched it go by. Counts 1-2. Klein had 8 punch-outs tonight. Smith, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying. Archie strikes out swinging. And that is the second out of the inning now. That's the second time we've seen Archie lose grip of his bat. He doesn't use batting gloves. Doesn't look like he has any tape on the bat either on the grip.
And I got to tell you, that's a long jog over to third and back to the dugout after you strike out.
And now Jackson Van Zee up to the plate for the Scouts with 2 outs here in the 6th. Van Zee 0 for 2 on the day, but reached on an error his last at-bat. That one outside for a ball. Bryce Smith looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. 1-1 is softly hit. Smith is going to scoop it, flip it with his mitt to Dietering for the third out of the inning.
Slick.
So easy work for Bryce Smith in the top of the sixth. The Scouts are retired 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the sixth we go. Joe's looking for some insurance as you're listening to Hamilton Joe's Baseball on YouTube.
Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Braden Broom up to the plate for the Hamilton Joes. To start things here in the bottom of the sixth, the Joes clinging on to a one-run lead. They're 3 outs away from winning it in the next half inning in the top of the seventh. Curveball from Munguia misses outside. Joe scored all 3 of their runs back in the second inning. They've been quiet since. That one misses outside, so 2 quick balls thrown from Munguia. Braden Broom's been hit by a pitch in both his at-bats. Fouls that one off, though. He's been a ball magnet every time he's stepped up to the plate. Counts 2-1 to Broom. He's batting .283 on the season. And he fouls this one flared out of play over near the softball field, next door off the dugout with the softball field. So now the count is 2-2 after Munguia fell in the count 2-0. He's thrown 2 strikes that have been fouled off from Braden Broom. The 2-2 on its way and on the hands. It was a breaking ball that was curving in. It would have been a close call if Broom watched it go by, but instead he fouled it off just to be safe. Munguia's breaking balls have a lot of movement, not really hard thrown. This one's a fastball fouled off and then off the mitt of McNaney.
Yeah, that pitch that Munguia throws is just so hard to hit. It was almost better for Broom to put that one in foul territory because it's in on the hands, and if you look at it, it might run into the strike zone.
Exactly.
But if you put it in play, it's just probably going to be a little dribbler to one of the infielders. So good for Broom to put that one foul, wait for a better pitch.
The 2-2. It's a breaking ball, but way outside, and the count runs full. The Joes have had a man on in all 5 innings of play. Looking to do that here in the 6th. The pitch, ground ball, third base to Jackson Van Zee. Fields it, throws it, and that is the first out of the inning. So rule it as a 5-3 putout. And now the 8-hitter Garrett Staten will come up to bat for the Hamilton Joes. Staten still searching for his first hit of tonight's game. 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout to right field. Evan Ulrich is on deck. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. The pitch, strike across the heart of the plate. And you go back to those 3 runs scored in the second inning for the Joes. All of those runs came on 2 outs. Curveball. Staten swings and misses. Joes hitters have struggled to hit that curveball all night. They have 5 hits total and 3 runs to show for it. The pitch upstairs for a ball. Counts now 1-2 to Staten. One ball and 2 strikes. Jesus Munguia out of the windup. It's a curveball lined right to the shortstop Barger for the second out. So Staten was able to get a good piece of that breaking ball from Munguia, but Joes can't find a hole as of late. And now one of the hottest hitters in the lineup in today's game is Evan Ulrich. 2 for 2. 2 singles. Had an RBI single in the second inning. Jesus Munguia out of the windup. It's a breaking ball, and it was outside as well. And Ulrich went chasing. Counts 1-1. Has to be around like 60, high 60, low 70s, if that, on that breaking ball. That one misses inside, and the count's 2-1. 2-1 the count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Joes lead by a run. Ground ball over to shortstop Barger. Barger has to charge in on it, and he'll be in time for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. The Joes 3 outs away from win number 10 on the season. We'll be right back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio.
So Bryce Smith is looking to get the 6-out save for the Joes this evening. Give the Joes the 10th win of the season. They lead by a run here in the top of the 7th. 3 outs away for a win for the Hamilton Joes tonight. Bryce Smith back on the mound for his second inning of work. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup. And Stedman squares the bunt, pulls back as it got away from Ulrich for a ball. Stedman is 0 for 1 on the day. This is his 3rd at-bat. And he watches a strike and the outside corner go by. Counts 1-1 now. Smith's pitch fouled right straight into the netting of the Joes dugout here on the left side. So now the count's 1-2. Smith struck out Mike Archie in his first inning. That one misses outside for a ball. So now the count's 2-2. to Stedman. The wind, the pitch, fouled off. Lasered down into the parking lot. Took a couple bounces, then hit a white truck. Count stays 2-2. It's the second time Smith has pitched against the Xenia Scouts. He gets another strikeout, his second of the night. Stedman waves and misses, and there's one out here in the 7th.
Man, Bryce Smith, not normally a strikeout guy, but that's been his thing today. Second in just 4 batters faced, and now he's just 2 outs away from closing this out.
The last time he pitched against the Scouts was June 6th. Quickly back to work, and that's a ball low. On the 6th against the Scouts, the Joes won 4-3, went 1 inning, not give up any runs or hits. Struck out 1 and walked 2. Players with a strike in there. Now the count's 1-1. Ground ball. It's going to be a tough play for State, and he makes a nice sliding grab to his right. Long throw to first is scooped off the turf by Matt Dietering. 2 outs in the inning.
Wow. That was a fantastic play over there at third by Garrett Staten. Not only to get the block, but then to fire that one across the infield. Not only across the infield, Staten had to come back to knock that ball down. He was pretty much standing on the outfield grass when that happened.
So now 2 outs in the inning. 1 out away for the Joes. This one is flied and out of play down the right side. So now the count's 0-1. To the 9-hitter, Caleb Barger. Bryce Smith trying to get this save here for the Joes tonight. The 0-1. It's a nice breaking ball. Strike 2. So now the Scouts are down to their final strike of tonight's game. No balls and 2 strikes. The game is 3-2. Joe's on top. Smith trying to shut the door. But this one fouled off, and we'll do it again. Smith played his ball at Northern Kentucky. Was named GOSCL Pitcher of the Week this past week. He appeared in 2 games, went 6 innings in both those outings, allowed only 1 earned run, 4 hits total. The pitch, swing, and a miss. Bryce Smith strikes out Caleb Barger and earns the save tonight. He's a win machine for the Joes with a 5-0 record, but he'll add to his save total after getting the 6-out save for the Joes. So the Joes win 3-2 in 7 innings tonight. They improved to 10-8 on the year, 8-4 at home. They snapped their 2-game losing streak. As for the Scouts, they'll fall to 7-10, 4-6 on the road, and their 3-game win streak is snapped. So the Joes, after resuming their first game earlier today against the Scouts that started in the 5th inning, they were down 3-0, really had nothing going on. They lost 6-0 in that one. They come back here in game number 2. They only needed 3 runs. All those came in with 2 outs in the 3rd, but they were able to hold on their pitching once again, getting them the win.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all you need is 1 good inning, and that's exactly what the Joes had. When you had a pitching performance like they did, the combined effort from Sam Klein and Bryce Smith, you know, 3 runs will often do it. So obviously the Joes would like to score a little more, but obviously happy to get the win here at home, and especially bounce back after, you know, just a disappointing loss, I guess, where they really didn't have any kind of energy at all, and those really kind of take the wind out of your sails. So a good job by the Joes to bounce back, and they get the win here. They stay above 500, and now they'll head back to the road with a little bit of momentum going their way.
Quick look at scores around the South Division. Jazz lead the Bison 6-0. So the Bison are kind of struggling now after they've been in first place majority of the season. The Steam lead the Marlins 6-4 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Joes win tonight 3-2 in 7. So for Luke West Poli, I'm Sam Newcomb saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow night as the Joes will travel to Circleville to take on the Ohio Marlins. Should be another exciting matchup between those 2 teams, I'm sure, as it's been all season long. So we'll see you then. Thank you guys for listening here on YouTube, and we'll see you next time from Foundation Field I'm Sam Newcomb saying so long. Have a great night, everyone.